Hey there, Marvel aficionados. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the intricacies of the Marvel Universe, beyond the movies, and into the rich tapestry of comics lore. Today, we're unmasking some of the most intriguing and lesser-known facts about your favorite Marvel superheroes. Now, we all know that Marvel has been a cornerstone of pop culture for decades, influencing everything from cinema to television to gaming. With over 27,000 comics published since 1939, and a roster exceeding 8,000 characters, there's a universe of stories waiting to be explored. So whether you're a die-hard comic book reader or a seasoned MCU veteran, stick around. We're about to delve into some advanced insights that even the most well-versed fans might find surprising. Let's get started. Captain America's shield is made of vibranium. All right, first up, let's talk about that iconic discus, Captain America's shield. While many know it's made of vibranium, did you know that its composition is actually a one-of-a-kind vibranium steel alloy infused with an unknown catalyst? In Captain America Volume 1, number 303, 1985, it's revealed that Dr. Myron McClane, attempting to replicate vibranium's properties, accidentally created the alloy when he fell asleep during the experiment. Vibranium itself is a rare metallic element native to Wakanda, first introduced in Daredevil 13, 1966. Its unique ability to absorb, store, and release vast amounts of kinetic energy is due to its molecular structure, which can dissipate energy through harmonic resonance. This makes Cap's shield virtually indestructible and capable of withstanding blows from the Hulk, Thor's Mjolnir, and even energy blasts from Iron Man. Interestingly, the shield symbolizes more than just physical protection. It embodies resilience, freedom, and the enduring spirit of justice. It's not just a weapon, but a representation of American ideals and the perseverance of its people. The shield has even resisted reality-altering forces, highlighting its significance not just in metallurgy, but in the metaphysical aspects of the Marvel Universe. Thor's hammer can only be lifted by the worthy. Next on our list is Mjolnir, Thor's legendary hammer. Forged from the heart of a dying star by the dwarven blacksmiths Atri, Brock, and Buri, as detailed in Thor Annual number 11, 1983, Mjolnir is made of Uru metal, a nigh-indestructible material that conducts magical energy. The enchantment placed on it by Odin states, "Whosoever holds this hammer, if they be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." The concept of worthiness isn't just about heroism. It's a complex interplay of honor, integrity, and selflessness. Notable characters who've lifted Mjolnir include Beta Ray Bill in Thor, number 337, 1983, who proved his nobility by saving his people from extinction. Captain America wielded in Fear Itself, number 7, 2011, and famously in the MCU's Avengers Endgame 2019, exemplifying his unshakable moral compass. Even non-organic beings like Vision have lifted the hammer, MCU's Avengers Age of Ultron in 2015, sparking debates about artificial intelligence and the nature of consciousness. This element adds layers to the Marvel Universe, intertwining mythology with philosophy and advanced technology. Spider-Man once joined the Fantastic Four. Did you know that your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man once tried to join the Fantastic Four? In The Amazing Spider-Man number 1, 1963, Spidey, facing financial hardships, approaches the Fantastic Four seeking membership and a paycheck. After a brief but spectacular skirmish due to a misunderstanding, he learns they don't offer salaries, leading to an awkward yet humorous exit. This early crossover wasn't just a comedic episode, it set the stage for future collaborations and explored the interconnectedness of the Marvel Universe. Spider-Man's scientific acumen and quick wit have made him an invaluable ally to the Fantastic Four in subsequent storylines. For instance, during the Spider-Man Human Torch miniseries, 2005, their friendship delves into complex themes like responsibility and the burden of dual identities. Moreover, this crossover influenced the creation of the Future Foundation, where Spider-Man officially joins the Fantastic Four as a member after Johnny Storm's apparent death, as seen in FF number 1, 2011. Hulk's skin is not just green. Let's talk about the many hues of the Hulk. Initially, in The Incredible Hulk number 1, 1962, the Hulk was gray due to a decision by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby to make him color neutral. However, printing limitations resulted in inconsistent shades of gray, leading to the decision to change his skin color to green by issue number 2. This not only solved the printing problem, but gave the Hulk his iconic appearance. But the Hulk's color palette expanded over the years, each hue representing different facets of Bruce Banner's psyche and gamma radiation's effects on his physiology. The Gray Hulk, also known as Joe Fixit, embodies Banner's cunning and more morally ambiguous side, often working as a Las Vegas enforcer. Introduced in Incredible Hulk Vol. 2, No. 347, 1988, this persona is less about raw power and more about strategy and survival. The Red Hulk, or Rulk, unveiled in Hulk Vol. 2, No. 1, 2008, is actually General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, Banner's longtime adversary and father-in-law. The Red Hulk generates immense heat and doesn't revert to a human form when calm, differing him physiologically from the original Hulk. Wolverine's origin story was a mystery for decades. Wolverine, aka Logan, has always been an enigma. When he first appeared in The Incredible Hulk No. 1880 to 181, 1974, he burst onto the scene with retractable claws and a bad attitude, but his past was shrouded in mystery. For nearly 30 years, readers knew little about his origins, including his real name, age, or how he acquired his adamantium skeleton. This intentional ambiguity allowed writers to add layers to his character without being constrained by a fixed backstory. It wasn't until the Origin miniseries, 2001 to 2002, by Paul Jenkins, Joe Quesada, and Bill Gemas, that we learn he's James Howlett, born in the late 19th century in Alberta, Canada. The delayed reveal of his origin adds depth to themes like memory suppression and the psychological impact of trauma. Wolverine's healing factor doesn't just mend physical wounds, it's suggested it also affects his neural pathways, leading to memory loss and altered perceptions. Black Widow was originally a villain. Contrary to her role as a hero and Avenger, Black Widow, aka Natasha Romanoff, debuted as a villainous Russian spy in Tales of Suspense No. 52, 1964. As a product of the Cold War era, she was portrayed as a femme fatale sent by the KGB to disrupt American interests, specifically targeting Tony Stark Iron Man. Initially lacking the high-tech gadgets and signature black suit, she used her wits and charm to accomplish her missions. Over time, her character evolved, and she began to question her allegiance, especially after encounters with Hawkeye, who was also introduced as a villain but later reformed. By the Avengers No. 2930, 1966, she expresses a desire to defect to the United States, marking her transition from antagonist to protagonist. Her backstory involves the Red Room, a covert Soviet training program that enhanced her abilities, slowed her aging, and provided psychological conditioning. Doctor Strange was created to add mysticism to Marvel. Enter the Sorcerer Supreme. Dr. Stephen Strange first appeared in Strange Tales No. 110, 1963, introduced by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko to infuse mysticism and the supernatural into Marvel's predominantly science-based storytelling. Before Strange, Marvel heroes were often products of radiation accidents or technological genius, but he brought magic and other dimensions into the mix. As a former neurosurgeon who becomes Earth's primary protector against magical and mystical threats, Doctor Strange's narratives delve into complex concepts like astral projection, the multiverse, and existential planes of reality. The Eye of Agamotto, one of his primary artifacts, allows him to manipulate probabilities and see through illusions, introducing quantum-like uncertainty principles into his stories. His battles against entities like Dormammu and interactions with the Vishanti place him at the intersection of mythology and metaphysics. The introduction of the Sanctum Sanctorum and locations like the Dark Dimension expands the Marvel Universe into a multiversal landscape, rich with possibilities. Black Panther was the first black superhero in mainstream comics. In a groundbreaking moment for representation, Black Panther debuted in Fantastic Four No. 52, 1966, as the first black superhero in mainstream American comics. T'Challa, the King of Wakanda, is not only a superhero but also a brilliant scientist with a PhD in physics from Oxford University. His nation, Wakanda, is a technological utopia, thanks in part to its exclusive access to vibranium. Wakanda's portrayal challenges stereotypical depictions of African nations by presenting a society that is both culturally rich and technologically advanced. The country's isolationist policies and self-sufficiency address complex political themes, including debates on interventionism and the ethics of resource control. In the Black Panther series by Ta-Nehisi Coates, 2016 to 2018, these themes are further explored, delving into advanced socio-political commentary. Black Panther's significance extends beyond his own narrative. He has been a member of the Avengers and even the Illuminati, a secret group of the most intelligent and powerful heroes who make decisions that affect the entire Marvel Universe. Marvel nearly owned the word zombie. Here's a bizarre but true tidbit. In the 1970s, Marvel Comics filed a trademark for the word zombie. Specifically, after the success of Tales of the Zombie #1 in 1973, Marvel sought to capitalize on the horror craze. For a period, they held the trademark, which meant other publishers couldn't use the term zombie in comic titles. This legal maneuver had significant implications for the industry, as it could have stifled creativity and competition in horror comics. However, Marvel didn't rigorously enforce the trademark, and it eventually lapsed in 1996 due to the company not filing necessary renewal documentation. This oversight allowed the term to become public domain within the context of comic book titles. The incident highlights the complexities of intellectual property law, especially concerning common language words. It also underscores Marvel's savvy but sometimes aggressive business practices during the Bronze Age of comics, a time when publishers were experimenting with new genres and pushing the boundaries of the Comics Code Authority. Deadpool knows he's a comic book character. Last but not least, let's talk about the Merc with a Mouth. Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, is infamous for his awareness that he's a fictional character in a comic book. This fourth wall-breaking trait sets him apart from other superheroes and adds a metatextual layer to his stories. While instances of characters breaking the fourth wall existed before, Deadpool took it to new heights. In Deadpool, Vol. 1, No. 28, 1999, he begins to reference the fact that he's in a comic, often speaking directly to the readers or acknowledging comic book tropes. This self-awareness allows for satire and parody, not just of Marvel, but of the superhero genre as a whole. In Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, 2012, he becomes fully cognizant of his fictional nature, leading him to eliminate other characters in an attempt to free himself from his comic book existence. This storyline explores advanced themes like determinism, free will, and the nature of reality, albeit wrapped in dark humor and action. And there you have it, Marvel enthusiasts. 10 fascinating facts that peel back the layers of the Marvel Universe, offering a deeper appreciation for these iconic characters. From the indestructible chemistry of Captain America's shield to Deadpool's genre-bending antics, we've journeyed through advanced insights that showcase the richness and complexity of Marvel's storytelling. These narratives aren't just entertaining. They reflect intricate themes like morality, identity, psychology, and social commentary, all woven into the fabric of superhero tales. By exploring these aspects, we gain a better understanding of how comics can be a mirror to society, reflecting our deepest questions and aspirations. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. If you enjoyed this journey through Marvel's hidden gems, don't forget to smash that like button, share it with fellow fans who appreciate the nuances, and subscribe for more expert-level content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep exploring, and may your comic book collection continue to grow.